You're watching Channel 16, Stafford METV.
Hello and welcome to the December episode of Spartan Sports Central. We have an exciting episode ahead for you. Our basketball seasons are underway and we welcome boys basketball coach Torrence and girls head coach Mark Spivey. We also catch up with the coach of the Stafford swim team, Chris Rode. Our player profile this week is Stafford Junior Girls basketball player Chaunta Thomas, who earned all district honors last season. Welcome back to the show, Coach Botts.
Oh man, thanks for having us again.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. So I know you have a lot of new players on this team. How are they coming together? How's the chemistry?
It's actually been, a lot of fun working with those guys. We have a new point guard in that's kind of, taking the keys, Matthew Zaliki. And then we have some guys that were on the team last year, but they're playing a much bigger role. Starters, Andrell Jones, who's had some big games. Darius Chandler, one to mention, Isaiah Lewis Marble. As well as some JV guys who's had some big performances, Arturo Jackson, Detrick Dixon, and Justin Benars have all been, big surprises.
Okay, so you guys have, beaten some 6A schools, and then last week you won the bronze bracket at the Sweeney tournament. Tell me about that.
Well, yeah, we have had some challenges through the start of the season. Normally we try to play up, challenge ourselves, see where we need to be to get better. So wins over Waller, Foster, and Westbury were big for us. We did play MacArthur as well as Angleton in the Pearland tournament. Kind of fell short in those. Speaking on the Sweeney tournament, we did finish 2-2. We didn't start off quite like I would have wanted, but we managed to pull 2 wins, one from Hitchcock and another from Fort Bend Christian.
And what about that win over the Houston Heights?
Oh, that was a big win. We had a guy come in and score 25 points. I think Andrell Jones scored 25 points. That was a second game of the tournament, so that was going to give us an opportunity to play for consolation. Unfortunate, versus MacArthur, we didn't score the ball quite well like we wanted to, and for that, we didn't end up where we wanted, but still, we had took away some good things from the tournament.
Now, the kids really bounced back for the game against, or in the tournament, the Sweeney tournament, because you lose the first 2, and then the next 2, the next day, you come back and win 2.
Yeah, it's funny because after the first 2 games of the tournament, those guys on their own kind of were talking on the back of the bus, kind of realizing where they wanted to go. Turned right back around, showed some small signs, but I think, with this break coming, with those guys kind of identifying what they want to do and how they want to go going forward, I think it's some good things in store for us.
Okay, and you talk about the break coming up with the holidays, and you guys really have a treat for the people here in Stafford. Before, I guess on the last day of school before the break, you have kind of an afternoon matinee where you play West Columbia at 4:30. Talk about that.
Yeah, that's obviously district foe, old district foe. It's district in football, but that's going to be a challenging team. I'm hoping we can get a lot of people out. It should be the last day of school. It's nothing to do. So if we can get that gym packed, that'll be good for us. Hopefully we can build some momentum going into the break.
Okay, and then you have some more challenges before, challenging games, I should say, before the district play starts. We'll get to in a minute. That's on January 12th, but you're going to be in that Pasadena tournament, a lot of 5A and 6A, and then a non-district game against Kincaid and Houston. Yeah,
that tournament after the break should be good for us. Last year, it was a particular win that sticks out. We played my alma mater, Clearbrook High School. We were able to get the win. It was a shot by Kevin Taylor that kind of sealed that win. So not sure if we'll be able to face Clearbrook again, but to go get that competition is going to be good for us. And then Kincaid will be coming here. Kincaid is considered one of the top private schools academically and in their basketball in the state of Texas. So it should be really fun to get them to come out. I know they're going to travel well. Obviously, they have one of the top-ranked players in the country coming, so it should be a good challenge for us.
Okay. And then, so after all that preparation, you guys should be ready for that district opener here January 12th against Royal.
Yeah, that one, we all have circled on our calendars, all 10 of those games. But, at that point in the season, all teams will be 0-0. So that'll give everyone a fresh start. That first one you always want to take, to open up at home. We hope to have the advantage and start district off right.
And you guys are the undefeated. Last year you were undefeated, went 10-0 in the district, won a district championship. So do you feel like you have a good chance to defend it this year?
I mean, you always think you can win the district. We know teams are going to be prepped, to beat us, obviously, with our success last year. I've been keeping up with scores. I know Needville, they're doing very well this year. Obviously, you have to look out for Belleville and Royal, considering they finished top in the district last year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very competitive. I have to get my scouting cap on and see what these teams have to offer.
Are you going to play any of them, or have you played any of them in the non-district?
We haven't. What we have played are a lot of teams in the other district that if we can take care of our business, we may see one of those teams in the first round. So we've seen Wharton and we've seen Brazosport, who are also state ranked. Mm-hmm. So we've had a chance to see what the rest of the region, in our area holds up with.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show,
Coach.
Man,
Appreciate pleasure. It. Pleasure being here. Thanks a lot.
All right, next up is our player profile on Chaunta Thomas.
To be at peace with myself is the most prominent thing, and I am at peace with myself. I didn't deal this deck, I'm just playing the game. That's all. That's it. Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise. And making sure they get the nutrition that I need, and it's a balanced meal. My name is Maurice McGriff. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Zika is a serious health problem that concerns all of us. Your best defense is protecting your family from the risk of infection, especially by mosquitoes. Getting Zika during pregnancy can cause microcephaly and other severe brain defects in your baby. If you're pregnant or trying, avoid Zika-affected areas and unprotected sex with anyone who may be infected. See your healthcare provider right away if you have questions. There's plenty you can do to protect your family and your community. Get the facts from the March of Dimes at zapzika.org.
So we were walking to school. At the corner, we waited for the traffic light.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart,
want cheese pizza,
but
like at Luigi's.
sometimes her mind wanders.
They have this video game there, and Kate's got the high score. We should have a sleepover. Maybe I should pack my pajamas.
I remember saying, Laura? Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
When we finally got there,
she gave me a hug goodbye.
I really hope she doesn't have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free online resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Here you'll get personalized recommendations, practical tips, daily access to experts, and more. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org.
Everyone deserves a decent place to live.
Everyone.
Todos. Decent shelter is something we all need to thrive. When a future homeowner partners with Habitat for Humanity to build or improve a home.
Build.
They build a better future for themselves and their families.
For my family.
For my family.
For my family.
Para mi familia.
Your support empowers a family to help themselves.
Help.
Assiste.
Your support helps another family in your community or around the world achieve strength, stability, self-reliance.
Strength.
Fuerza.
With a little help, we all have the potential to stand on our own.
Potential.
Through shelter, we empower. Visit Habitat.org to provide help to families like these today.
Chaunta Thomas excels on the court and in the classroom. She scored a career-high 28 points as the Lady Spartans defeated 6A Lamar Consolidated.
The Lady Spartans varsity basketball team has a new coach, but Mark Spivey didn't have to start from scratch. He had a great leader in place with junior Chaunta Thomas.
She is extremely athletic, and she is the leader of our team this year. This is my first year here at Stafford, but I've known Chaunta for the last 3 years because we played ball against each other in the same district. First time I met her was on the court, and she was playing against my team when I was at Brookshire Royal, and I saw Chaunta chase a girl down from behind and block her shot off the backboard. Now, you don't see too many young ladies do that, so that let me know that she was extremely talented and extremely athletic.
I think they consider me as a leader because, like, I take control. Like, I help everybody, tell them what to do. If they're messing up on a play, I help them. Just try to be helpful during practice. Keep everybody heads up. Tell them not to give up and everything. If they mess up, make a mistake, it's okay.
The team seems to be dribbling on a bright new path and readjusting with the new and improved coaching staff.
I've been coaching for a while now. This is my 15th year. And so I bring to them a wealth of knowledge and understanding. They just have to adjust to how I want them to play. I call it quote-unquote Spivey ball. So they have to adjust to that. We're going to run an up-tempo game, a lot of pressing, a lot of attacking. We're going to be aggressive. And that style fits their athletic personality, okay? And so I want to open it up to where the young ladies can feel comfortable with what they do. Yes, we're going to have some structure, but we're going to have a lot of fun. And being here is an ideal situation for me.
It's different because, like, he's more stricter than our last coach, and like he's more on fundamentals and like doing the play right. So I think I think it's good.
Practice makes perfect with everything you do.
She's been working out over the summer. You can tell she's gotten stronger. Yeah, you can tell that her skill level has improved a little bit, so she's smoothed up some rough spots. She's become more of a leader. I want her to be a little bit more vocal, but in regards to going out and play ball the way it should be played, she's well on her way to be one of the top players in the state, in my opinion.
I played for the Houstonians this summer. It's just more practice. Like, I feel like when I play AAU, I get better during the summer for school.
With the trials and tribulations of last year's season behind them, Thomas believes this year the team will be redeemed.
Last year, we lost our game, those close games, because of free throws, and this year we're going to work on that more, finishing it to the hole and everything. I'm planning on averaging like 20-plus points a game. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of my junior year, and hopefully taking my team to playoffs and then state. This year, I think we're going to be way better than last year because we have some returning players and we have like new talent coming in, and just putting that together, I think we're just going to have a great year.
When you strive to keep your passion alive, it'll take you places you've dreamt to go.
I would tell her first to remain coachable. I always tell all my players that the best athletes are not in the WNBA or on the Olympic teams. The best athletes are walking the streets because they weren't coachable. And if you're coachable, then you're able to learn. If you're able to learn, you're able to progress and become great. That's what we're after her, to make her great.
Be on the lookout for many successful things from this Lady Spartan basketball player. For Spartan Sports Central, I'm Raquel Sims.
Wow, what a great season she's having. Next up is an interview with Stafford High girls basketball coach Mark Spivey.
Please have a seat. I'll be honest. Your resume, it's not what I'm used to.
I know.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need a hard worker.
Good. I've got 2 part-time jobs and to help my parents pay the bills.
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find, cultivate, and train a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Sweetheart, think about your future. Jeff over there did, and just look at him. He saved up, bought a house, he's got a beautiful wife, they even had a fancy pants destination wedding, and oh, they had a baby! Ah! Smart and handsome, ooh la la. Now, I've been saving these frames for pictures of my future grandbabies for years, and the shopping sprees on organic clothing and telephone cases is not helping you save for a family. Oh, gracious! Look at that! He's a model! Oh. I bet you he's putting all that money right into a 401k or his baby's college fund. And his teeth are so straight. See how good saving can look at feedthepig.org. Feed the pig.
Welcome back to Spartan Sports Central. We're here with Stafford High girls basketball coach Mark Spivey. His Lady Spartans will compete in the Waller tournament over the holiday break. Good to have you back on the show, Coach
Nice to
Spivey.
be here. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So you guys have been playing some real top-notch competition, a lot of 6A, a lot of 5A schools.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're currently at 5-7, and with 4 of those 7 losses against 5A and 6A schools. We actually beat one in Lamar Consolidated, a nice game at our place. I believe the score was like 48-46, something like that. But the girls are competing, and that's what I wanted to see at this stage of the year. You know, me being a new coach, trying to find out what I have and how they work collectively together as a team. We're right at a little bit more than I expected where we would be right now.
Okay, so you guys played Sweeney on Tuesday, and now as we head into the holiday break, you got the Waller tournament after Christmas.
Right.
So tell me about, competing in that tournament.
Well, that tournament is going to be pretty good. I played in it last year when I was over at Royal, and we did pretty well over there. I think we came out 2-2. This year, going into the tournament, we got some pretty tough competition this week with Sweeney and number 2 ranked Navasota. They're currently 15-0. And Tommy Gates and I have known each other for the last 15 years. We played against each other, and he always has a pretty good team. So that'd be a pretty good measuring stick for the girls to see where we are, because eventually, when we make the playoffs, we'll have to meet one of them in the playoffs down the road. So we lost against Sweeney in the Columbia tournament. I think it was about like 12 or 13 points, but we're still getting a feel for each other. And I think the game tomorrow night will be a little bit better, a little bit closer. The Waller tournament is a good tournament. It's a good tune-up right after the holidays, trying to get the kids back in shape. You get a guaranteed 4 or 5 games, and that'll help us going right into district.
Okay, and for the viewers out there, we don't have a result on the Sweeney game because y'all are seeing this on Wednesday. So, but that was a rematch of last year's first-round playoff game.
Yeah, I understand that Sweeney handled our girls pretty well. And we want some vindication this year, so we're going to look forward to it.
And then district opener is going to be January 5th versus Needville.
Right.
Talk about going into that game.
The expectations are high for the Lady Spartans. Needville is rebuilding. The last couple of years they've had some pretty good talent, and across the district everybody has lost a lot. So it's going to be a pretty tight district in regards to the top 4 playoff teams. And but I'm thinking if we do what we're supposed to do, we'll come out on top.
So I know pretty soon as you get into district, and then not long after that, you play your old school Brookshire Royal here on January 12th. What's that going to be like? Is it going to be like any other game, or?
To me, I'll approach it like any other game. You know, whoever I play or whoever my team plays against, we go out to win. Personal feelings aside, you know, I got a job to do. And it'll be good seeing those kids. Actually, I was a volleyball coach this year, and so I saw them in the volleyball game, you know, and we were victorious then. I expect the same outcome when we see them at our place.
Okay, but is there any, I mean, is it kind of bittersweet getting to coach against kids that you coached for a number of years, or?
Yeah, but I'm pretty much focused on the Lady Spartans right now. And, you know, we'll holler at those kids after, you know, after we're done playing them. But going into the game, I know where my focus is. And the kids, our kids, the Lady Spartans, they know what it means to me. And I'm quite sure they're going to play hard for us. But our goal is to come out victorious.
Okay, and then I know last year Lady Spartans made the playoffs. Is this a playoff team again?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. And I think we're chosen to win district. So that's a lofty goal that we're facing. But hopefully we won't disappoint everybody and kind of, you know, keep the naysayers hushed a little bit. If our kids play the way that they're capable of playing, we should be in the first, you know, 1 or 2 spots in the district.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate you being on the show.
Happy to be here. Thanks a lot.
All right. Next up is Coach Chris Rhodes, the Stafford High swim coach.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
I am so proud that I served my country. I can't imagine not having Wounded Warrior Project in my life. We need Wounded Warrior Project to help us in our ongoing recovery. My family learned that they weren't in this by themselves. Wounded Warrior Project definitely saves lives. I am living proof that this organization works.
Strawberries? Okay.
Sweetheart, think about your future. Jeff over there didn't just look at him. He saved up, bought a house, he's got a beautiful wife. They even had a fancy pants destination wedding and oh, they had a baby. Ah! Smart and handsome, ooh la la. Now, I've been saving these frames for pictures of my future grandbabies for years. And the shopping sprees on organic clothing and telephone cases is not helping you save for a family. Oh, gracious! Look at that! He's a model! Oh. I bet you he's putting all that money right into a 401k or his baby's college fund. And his teeth are so straight. See how good saving can look at feedthepig.org. Feed the pig.
Welcome back to the program. Stafford High swim coach Chris Rode has led the program for more than 10 seasons. The group is dedicated. When it snowed last week, this group was still practicing. Welcome to the show, Coach. I know this is your debut here on the program. So tell me about that snow. Everyone was kind of around in the community building snowmen and just kind of gazing at the snow. Your kids were at the pool at 6 in the morning swimming.
Well, thank you for having me, sir. Yeah, we start our workouts at about 5:40 in the morning. And I want to have the kids, give the kids a little fun activity afterwards. So, we don't have snow in Houston. So it's like, all right, you get a minute or so to play in the snow and build a little snowman. And we made snow angels. And we had fun. It was a good practice,
And then it was right back to swimming.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So snow's not going to throw you guys off. You're going to continue to swim. So tell me about those early practices. That really must, help the team and their discipline and everything.
Yeah, the reason why I had morning practice, the only excuse you can have is, Coach, I didn't wake up. So that's why I have early morning practice in the morning. It builds dedication, because you have to dedicate yourself to getting up in the morning, and just to being there on time early, just to make it happen. That's where all the hard work happens, just getting there first. Okay,
great. And then you've got some good swimmers this year. I know you guys are already competing against a lot of these larger schools, a lot of 5A and 6A. Like Saturday, you were down at A-Leaf. You've been to Fort Bend. So does that benefit you guys when you get close to like district and everything to compete against these larger schools?
Yes, sir. Anytime you can compete up a level, it's more beneficial. There is no 4A swimming, so we compete 5A and under. We do compete against Fort Bend schools, A-Leaf. We just had our invite in A-Leaf this past Saturday. One of my seniors, Cassandra Sosa, PR'd in her 50 free time with a 28:22. I was very pleased with the meet.
And I know you talked about Cassandra Soto, but who are some of your other key swimmers on the team this year?
My seniors boys have Raul Hinojosa, Sarah Villasana, Cassandra Sosa are some of my key swimmers. Ashlyn Bishop is another swimmer I have on my team. Right now we're about 14 swimmers strong. We should finish the season with the district meet on January 27th.
And where is that going to be?
It should be at Milby High School.
Okay. Have you had any swimmers go on to regionals or to even state in the past?
We should have a few swimmers going on to regionals this year based on the level of competition that we've seen. We're looking at maybe 3 to 4 individual events, plus both the 2 girls and boys relays, the 200 medley and the 200 free for the girls and the boys. We should advance to regional finals for those events.
Okay, so you're probably one of, if not the longest tenured coach here, one of them. What's it been like to come in here with the program and then take it to where it is now?
Anytime you start something new, it's you're starting off and you just build upon each year, and each year it gets better and better and better.
Okay. And what are some of your goals for the team this season?
One, to make it past districts and advance to regional finals. That's always a big goal of the team. We instill hard work, discipline, try to teach life skills to these kids as far as, just daily things like getting up in the morning, commitment to the team, commitment to coming to practice every day, because they are so early. So those are some of the things we try to teach the kids.
All right, well, thanks for being on the show, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for your time.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This program was produced on the Stafford campus of Houston Community College.